just heard in the clip before, we're going to be building on that melody to Wildwood Flower in the key of G. I already have the basic melody posted in a free lesson on my website. So if you haven't checked that out yet, make sure and go to my website and get all the information for that. Again, it's free. You can learn the basic melody, and then this lesson will make a lot more sense after you already have that under your fingers. This lesson consists of 2 variations based off that basic melody. Both are in the open position for the most part. They do go up the neck as the melody of the song takes us up the neck. One version kind of goes up the neck on the first string, while the other version takes a different route. The first version also is very kind of a typical version played in the open position. Second variation is also played in the open position as well, but I throw some of the melody on that third string that maybe normally we wouldn't do. And I did that to show that there are other options that maybe you haven't thought about before. If you like this lesson, click on the link in the video description below to get access to the complete lesson. Also, there's a subscription to my email list, in which you will be notified of new lessons up and other things Dobro related. Thank you. Here are the first 4 measures played slowly. One more time. So I also added the very first note of measure 5 to kind of complete that phrase, but the main focus on this part is going to be the first 4 measures. So it's pretty much based on that basic melody. If you, like I said before, if you haven't got that lesson, go ahead and check it out. It's free on my website, and you can kind of learn the basic melody. So this is going to start off with just the 3 pickup notes. It's going to be that third string open, hit that with our thumb, followed by the second string open with our index, hammer on that first fret. Then that's followed by the 6th string open with the 1st string open at the same time. I'm going to hit that with my thumb and my middle finger on that 1st string. When you strike those at the same time. And that's followed by that 4th string open with our thumb, followed by the 3rd string open with our index. And that's kind of the pattern that some of this is based on. And that's going to be followed by that 1st string open with my middle. I'm going to hammer on to that 2nd fret and then slide up right after that to that 5th fret. So that can be a little tricky to get that last note in tune. Use some vibrato to kind of help you out. Again, my bar is tilted. It's only hitting that 1st string. And then in measure 2, we got that 6th string open with the 2nd string open. Again, I'm going to use my thumb and middle finger to hit those, striking those 2 at the same time as well. That's going to be followed by the 3rd string with my thumb. And then I'm going to place the bar on that 1st fret of the 2nd string. And just my bar is only touching that 1 string, 1st fret of the 2nd string, and then I'm going to hit that string with my index, and at the same time I'm going to hit that 1st string open with my 2nd finger, my middle finger of the right hand. And then in the last beat of measure 2, it's going to be a triplet, where I'm still going to stay focused on those 2 strings. And I'm going to strike those again with my middle and index. I'm going to hit them open. And then after I do that, I'm going to hammer on that first fret of the second string and then do a pull off. So that second measure sounds like this. Then that resolves in measure 3. We get to that second fret of that third string. It's also where the chord changes to a D chord in the progression if you look above. And I'm going to land on that second fret of that third string and I'm going to hit that with my thumb. Then that's followed by the 4th string open. I'm going to keep my bar on that second string. On the second fret, 3rd string that is. Because I'm going to hit it again with my index, followed by the 2nd string open with my middle. So that's a little forward roll there. Then I'm going to bring my thumb up to that 3rd string. I'm going to strike that 2nd fret again. My bar is not moved that whole measure. So I'm going to hit that, then I'm going to do a pull off. Here's the first 3 measures. And then in measure 4, we're going to resolve that last note. It's going to be kind of a slide from that 2nd fret of the 4th string up to the 5th fret of the 4th string. Then from there, we're just going to kind of do a roll. So again, that's going to be a quick slide up to that 5th fret on that 4th string. Hit that with your thumb, followed by the 3rd string open, my index, back to the 4th string with my thumb. So kind of a back and forth. That's going to be followed by that 1st string open with my middle. Then I'm going to go thumb on the 4th string, 3rd string index, 1st string open, middle. And then again, just to round out the phrase, we hit that 4th string again. That's going to be in measure 5. So it's like. So once again, here are our measures 1 through 4 with that extra note. A little bit faster.